Hey, what's up, everybody? In this episode of Alter Apex Radio, we're going to be featuring killer tunes from Albuquerque, New Mexico bands Blue Heron and Only Fables, and also a new tune from Brooklane from North Dakota. So grab a beer and come hang. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us for episode 27 of Alter Apex Radio. This is our show where we invite you to come and hang out with our band, catch up on what we've been up to, and we introduce you to some music that's being made by friends we're making all over the world. While you're here, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. We're going to be doing some merch giveaways real soon for subscribers only, so make sure to get in on that by subscribing to our channel. After watching this show, make sure to bounce over to Spotify and follow the Alter Apex Radio Show playlist. All the music we feature on this show, you can find it there, and you'll be stoked that you did because there's a lot of great stuff there.
Okay, so we've got a few things going on here. If you're in the Albuquerque area, we do have a show October 1st. Kind of seems like a far ways away, but it's going to be here before you know it. We'll be playing the Launchpad with Authority Zero. We are super psyched for this show. Get your tickets online, holdmyticket.com. This one hopefully will sell out. I'm pretty sure it probably will. Gonna be killer, so gonna be a banger. See you there. Also, be sure to check out our new music video for Ty the Raven, the R&R version. We reimagined this tune with our friend Joe Marsh behind the mixing console, and we refreshed the video for a new version of the song. Make sure to hit that up, like it, comment on it, and share it. Do what you gotta do. And lastly, hit up alterapex.com for a link to our merch store. We have some rad merch on there. If you like what we're doing and you want to support us, you can pick up some merch, or at the very least, listen to our tunes on Spotify or whatever you stream your music on.
All right, now it's time to get into some new music, guys. First up, we have a song from Albuquerque band Blue Heron. They were formed in 2018. Blue Heron is a heavy rock band from right here in New Mexico. Their Spotify bio says that for decades, bands across the planet have blasted out their versions of desert rock, driven by a deep and almost mystical fascination with the desert. Being from New Mexico, Blue Heron's firsthand relationship with the desert is inextricable from who they are and how they sound. So that's the first. I haven't really heard a lot of desert rock as a genre, but like that's a pretty in-depth mystical connection that they're talking about there. But I mean, I hear stoner rock in a lot of this stuff that's labeled desert rock, but it's probably like an extra subgenre of stoner rock. Do you guys know anything about it?
No.
I don't. I mean, I've seen like the term used many times, but
it's kind of fucked up that we're here in the desert and we don't know. But I think we're about to get a lesson, I think, in what absolutely. It is. Let's get into the new tune, Push the Sky from Blue Heron. Here we go. Some cool hi-hat work. I love those reverse swells on the vocal.
Yeah. The guitars sound really sludgy. Cool.
Yeah, that's very low. So they're taking their time. I think that this genre isn't like about like, you know, don't bore us, get to the chorus, you know, like they're actually taking their time to build the drama of the song. Like it did sound really sludgy. It sounds like very very stoner rock in the tone of the guitar, but the guitar sounds really low. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what tuning they're in. One thing we didn't mention up top is the fact that Steve, the bass player, we have some interesting ties with this guy. We're not like friends that go way back or anything. We don't hang out on the weekends yet, but I know that Eric, you sold your bass amp to him just randomly, right?
Yeah, it's funny. You're probably sick of me bringing it up to you because every time I see him, I'm like, "Hey, how's my amp?" In all honesty, I miss the shit out of the Ampeg, but I do not miss moving it. Like, I do not miss it. Like, in that, I love my little freaking small, rig that I have now. But yeah, that worked out insanely awesome in my favor because how selling stuff on Craigslist can be, dude. Super sketch.
Yeah.
Especially with a high dollar item.
So he didn't
it.
like mug you or anything, right?
No, nope.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
No,
way to go, Steve.
We had some good conversation like through email, like when he hit me up right away. I mean, it wasn't even on Craigslist 24 hours, and showed up at my house and checked it out and plugged in and riffed around a little bit. I was like, damn, that guy's good.
Well, it's gonna sound like a joke though too, because like one of the things that I know he told you, Eric, was like, he's like, I know Ken's mom.
Yeah.
That sounds like a joke.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of funny. We were talking about bands and stuff, and he recognized me from Left Unsaid or whatever. We talked about that, and then I was telling him about Alter Apex. He's like, oh yeah, I used to work with Ken's mom or something. So small.
Yeah, like my mom is a super cool rarity because she's very, very metal. She's always been into metal. Like one of the first concerts I went to with my mom was Megadeth, and I've seen them several times with my mom. Like she loves metal, and so I gathered from her that her and Steve used to, they would chat about bands all the time when they were at work on breaks and shit. But let's keep going into this tune. Let's check it out. I want to comment, like the vocals are super, super cool. Like I love his vocals. They're very soulful.
Yeah,
like
bluesy
he's like
almost,
there's a lot of there's some blues there. Like it's like the runs that he's choosing feel like a blues scale. And it's badass.
Cool harmony.
So he rips.
That one's sick. Yeah.
That reminds me of Queensrÿche.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, Blue Heron, like one of our episodes is not complete unless we reference Queensrÿche.
Yeah.
It's usually me or Dex that bring it up, but like we love Queensrÿche, so we'll hear it in a lot of stuff.
Right. It definitely reminds me of something of like Promised Land or Here in the Now Frontier.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that kind of stripped down approach a little bit lends to this. Yeah, I can hear that for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Just back to that beat.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Reoccurring hi-hat work
there. Very, very well done on all those harmonies. Like one of the things that I'm noticing about the guitar and the bass in this song and how it's mixed and the tones that they chose is that the guitar and the bass are almost inseparable. I can't even tell which is which, like with some of the parts. Like, I mean, those little licks and stuff that you're hearing, I feel like those could just as easily be some distortion on the bass. So they might be playing the same thing, but it's kind of cool. Like when like it's so kind of merged. I don't know if you guys are hearing the same thing.
Yeah, it's giving me Filter vibes for sure.
Right.
Oh, like the band Filter?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like them a lot. I never got like deep into them, but
Yeah, me either.
the tunes that they had that were popular were like definitely tunes I liked a lot.
Yeah.
It's a fun song for the drummer. He's just kind of going off the whole time, like a lot of
toms.
Yeah. That's really cool hi-hat work.
Yeah,
Let's get the bass there too going. A little groove.
That's a sick note for the vocals there. Hell yeah. Ooh. Hell yeah.
That was sick.
I love that dissonant note that the guitar hit, like going into this, was perfect. Yes. Like that was scary a little bit. He sounds like an angry dad or something yelling at me or something. Like, because that's not like you don't like, we hear a lot of screaming in music, you know, but like that was just kind of like he's pissed or something. It was a different kind of vibe that he brought out. It was very cool.
It was good with the riff though, man. Like that riff really just kind of like really accented go into that heavy, you know, portion of the song. It's killer.
I think it's fair to say that if the song hadn't done that, it would have been a little bit like there would be the potential for all the cool shit they've done so far to be lost on people, because the song, you know, like it was taking so much time to build, it had to go somewhere. And they did take it in a really cool direction. It like kind of unleashed. It wasn't a big soaring chorus. They just kind of like unleashed this like gritty breakdown part. It was
so the chorus was like very melodic.
Kicking the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, dude. The chorus, I mean, so much of the vocals are crazy melodic.
I mean, like what I was hearing a lot in the chorus is like, you know, you had like this guitar kind of almost playing like the same line over and over, and then you had Steve, the bass player, like he was playing like the root notes, but he was also playing all this other like melodic stuff on top of that, and it just really worked all really well together.
Hell yeah.
I'm not like super, you know, hip to the desert rock genre, or even like really deep into the stoner rock. I mean, like I know the big ones, right? I know Sleep and The Sword. Right. I think a lot of the vibe I'm getting from this too is I don't know if you guys ever heard the band Torch, but like the guitars are really reminding me of Torch a lot. It's pretty sick.
Going to the drums, Ken, like I wonder if you're hearing some of this. Like I'm gonna throw something out there that I feel like, I mean, there's no way that this won't be a sick ass compliment for their drummer, but like it's not just the playing that I'm hearing this in, but I'm hearing it in the vibe that they captured with how they recorded it. It reminds me of like John Bonham a little bit. Like I hear something in that loose hi-hat that he's like doing a lot of hi-hat stuff, but it's not super tight. Like he's not holding it down really tight. Like, I don't know if like that's how you adjust the clutch. Speaking of stoner rock, clutch. See, we know what we're talking about. but yeah, there's something really cool about how he's doing all that hi-hat work, and he's not keeping it so tight that it's like these little tiny hits. It all has a lot of sway to how he's playing it.
Right. Yeah.
Which makes me think of John Bonham. Like John Bonham was always rocking the hi-hat when he's doing all sorts of other cool stuff.
Yeah, I could always hear his left foot going on it.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, good job on that. I mean, you get a John Bonham comparison, like
hell yeah.
Kicking ass. I think there's about another 30 seconds left in the tune. Let me bring it back a little bit because there was a cool stop when I stopped to make the joke about him sounding like an angry dad. Here we go.
It's got a good scream.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
That stop was so badass.
Yeah, that was good.
Wow. Yeah, dude. Dude, that sounds sick. I want to see that live. Yeah, that was very, very cool.
That was
Badass,
the
bro.
end.
I'm looking forward to seeing that live. Like, I hope we get to rock a show with these dudes and check them out.
That
We
would
can
be
play
killer.
before, and then they can come up and they can put us to shame, and we can be like, you know, you guys should take our instruments, and we can do that whole thing. Yeah, great job, dudes. That was really, really good. These guys actually are getting quite a bit of attention on Spotify. It looks like they have like over 20,000 monthly listeners right now, which is
Wow,
well
nice.
deserved. But
Yeah.
definitely go check them out if you're watching this show and you hadn't heard of Blue Heron before. You know by now that they're badass and they're doing cool stuff, so go check them out.
I think their album is on vinyl now too, man. So you can actually pick up I think it's colored vinyl too. I think I saw Steve post something. I think
I think
killer.
I've seen some of that too.
Yeah.
So if you're into vinyl, definitely go pick one of those up. And congrats on the tune, guys. Congrats on everything you've been doing. Can't wait to hear more. All right, up next, we have a new tune from a North Dakota-based pop punk band called Brooklane. The band is driven by influences such as The Story So Far, State Champs, and Neck Deep. They are on We Are Triumphant Records, and it sounds like they've been making a lot of noise lately. I think they got some attention in like alternative press. A few weeks ago, we got hit up by their manager to play a show with them at the Launchpad in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we're from. But unfortunately, we were unavailable to play the show. But I checked them out. Their music sounded great. So I told their manager, hey, we'll be happy to feature their most latest tune on our show, Alter Apex Radio. So let's check it out together. This is the latest single called Breakaway from the band Brooklane. Let's get into it. All right, maybe we'll leave that in there. Let's see. All right, here's Breakaway from Brooklane. Oh, it's taking us back.
Already. When the head nods come in.
All right, so the reason I said it's taking us back, guys, is because all of us used to be in pop punk bands. And so we have a very, very soft spot in our heart for pop punk. And we are genuinely already vibing with your tune. So. Those are cool. Those little key stuff they're doing in the background. Great guitar tone. Perfect.
I tried to get away. Am I the only one you sing? All approach with an anchored-minded breakaway. Things got creepy. Where did I go wrong? Every day the same old set song. Another missed call on your phone is all I'll ever be.
I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. So I have to ask you, K-Dub, Dex. We went and saw Neck Deep, and the band that opened for them, we all like them very much, but I'm forgetting their name right now.
Waster.
Waster. That's what this
Waster.
sounds like to me. This definitely sounds like Waster.
I was thinking that.
which those guys are, I think it's the vocals. It's the vocals that are making me hear Waster. And definitely, I mean, there's some neck deep in there too.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
like,
say that too. Yeah, I got that.
It's like
I
when,
mean-
when the song like first kicked in, I was thinking like Spitalfield as well, just because
Yeah.
of like
oh, that's a throwback.
because it
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a
like
throwback,
came in
yeah.
on like a little bit of a faster beat, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the way she said LA. Is
Yeah.
that what oh that dude.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very good.
Yeah.
You guys should be doing some big shit.
It's all over. I'm worried by my mental state. This uncontrolled self-hate. It's getting stronger, but it never grows older. It's safe to say I'll never find closure. 'Cause in my mind, the guilt's on overdrive. I'll
Like-
say I'm sorry, but you'll never get over.
That's like pop meth. like all the phrasing and stuff he's doing, like that's the best. Like that's
Yeah.
there's so much ear candy in that.
Yeah. All of the hooks.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like
'cause,
every
like-
vocal line is a hook.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even have to change it up in the second part of the chorus. They could have done the same as the first one, but then they did the na 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 na.
And it reminded me
Awesome.
more of Waster when he did that too. So I was like, hey, cool.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys are influenced by Waster. Let us know if
Yeah.
we're right on that.
Hiding unmade for
Yes.
the things that you claim you were over. Let it go. The true colors start to show. Wasting my breath on the words you
So like for any other people out there that are playing pop punk or really any genre, anybody who's writing songs, these guys are giving us a lesson in the fact that good songwriting takes hard work. Like you need to put in the work to make it interesting. That's not a word.
String.
You need to put in the work, yes, to make it interesting. I'm such a lightweight. I'm only finishing one beer and I'm saying interesting. But like that second verse was a completely different journey than the first
sure.
one.
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
I mean, for it's very easy when you write a good sounding first verse just to assume that it should be the same again.
Mhm.
It's hard to not do that for me a lot of the time. So yeah, good job on this.
were here till you're sober. Just find the line. I've screamed it 1,000 times. I'm worried by my mental state. This uncontrolled self-hate. It's getting stronger, but it never grows older. It's safe to say I'll never find closure. 'Cause in my mind, the guilt's on overdrive. I'll say I'm sorry,
Yep.
but you'll never get over it.
I could picture Mario from Nights Like Thieves singing something like this too.
Yeah.
The vocals like kind of like the voice remind me a little bit of Mario.
Yeah.
I can hear that. Yeah, like I think that getting to this point, that's when I started going, wait a minute, there's something in there that sounds like kind of like Mario. If you guys haven't heard of the band Nights Like Thieves out in San Diego, definitely check them out. They would definitely belong on a bill with these dudes for sure.
I think Mario could emulate that well, like, but his voice has more of like the emo edge on it, you know. But it sounds a little similar to me.
Yeah, Mario's voice is kind of like this with like a little bit more saves the day or bass side in it,
Hmm.
stuff like that.
I got so much to say now.
It's pretty sweet with like the electronic beat there with the fast hi-hats. It's kind of a modern rap, modern hip hop thing.
Got so much to say now. Now that it's over, I'm worried by my mental state. This uncontrolled self-hate. It's getting stronger, but it never grows older. It's safe to say I'll never find closure. 'Cause in my mind, the guilt's on overdrive. I'll say I'm sorry, but you'll never get over it. You'll never get over it. You'll never.
I love how they go upbeat on that part.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. I think that's like that change up, like going upbeat like that and then going right into the halftime again. That's I feel like Neck Deep is the band that did that. And like now everybody's doing it. Like I could be wrong, but like, I mean, that's the band I heard do it the most. I mean, it's borrowed from Newfound Glory in a way too. Like if you throw back further.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
But
I kind of see like the modern wave of like pop punk, like they all have like, I think like Newfound Glory is all gonna be like on like some of like their top lists.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
like
so fucking influential, man. Newfound Glory, like they're not a household name. With pop punkers, they obviously are, but like they're not a household name in general, like Blink-182 became. But I would say that Newfound Glory, when it comes to the legacy of pop punk, was probably just as, if not potentially more influential than Blink-182.
Yeah, I mean, because just listen to like all the modern day pop punk, dude. Like no one's really going out there and sounding like Blink-182, but you have like a lot of bands that like I think have all borrowed, you know, from like Newfound Glory and bands of that time, you know.
You almost could see it in the fact that like the blueprint for most pop punk bands is not a three-piece. Like it's not Green Day, it's not Blink-182. The blueprint, if you're starting a pop punk band, you want two guitars.
Yeah.
And I mean, you and actually those guitar players don't even usually sing. You have a front man that sings apart from that. He's not behind a guitar. But yeah, I hadn't really thought about that before. There's some like pop punk legacy history talk there.
It's kind of crazy to think, dude, that like, I mean, it's the reality that pop punk is 20 plus years like from this genre.
Yep.
Like it's rad that people are still doing it. Like I love it. And
Crystal told me yesterday. Sorry, go
not
ahead.
to say what we're playing is like 30 plus years old. So I mean, it's you know, everybody does that, and obviously things go in waves, but I love to see people still doing it because honestly, dude, that's where all of our hearts were, you know. And as a matter of fact, yesterday, Diego and I listened to the Time for Change record in the car, and I was like, dude, you gotta hear this.
Cool.
Like, and I showed him this thing, and I'm like, yeah, it's Alter Apex with Len on bass and me, you know. but he was tripping that was your voice. I was like, yeah, well,
that's crazy.
I was like, I tripped the first time I heard him sing like Alter Apex because that I remember him with the pop punk, you know, vocals, you know. So
that makes me feel so cool, dude, that you guys took the time to do that. But
that's a good record, man. It's good.
I was thinking that oh shit, I lost my train of thought because I got excited about that. I was oh wow, you're listening to that stuff. But oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yesterday, Crystal, my wife, she said that she saw a meme that said that pop punk is the new dad rock.
I saw that today.
Yeah.
It's the change my mind meme, right?
Yes. But I would make a slight correction to that because I think it's funny. I would say it's mom rock.
Yeah.
Pop punk is mom rock. But I don't know. It is probably the new dad rock. I mean, you're gonna have all these dudes with beards and stuff. You know, you ever heard of 4 Years Strong? You young whippersnappers.
Back in my day, I was listening to The Story So Far.
I mean, dude, it's not far off base. I mean, in April, I went to the Punk and Drublic tour, and it was literally a flashback. It was Warped Tour. It was Warped Tour, but everybody was old. Like that's. It was like I don't know if there's anybody under 30 there, dude. You know, and then that's not pop. It's like the Fat Record style punk, but like that's dad rock as well. You know. Yeah.
So this tune, it has like around 10 seconds left. I'm going to bring it back a little bit so we can hear context and how they end it. Yeah.
It's good.
Very good job. Very good job. You young whippersnappers. Killing it.
Y'all boys are good.
Yeah, that was very good. Production is like freaking top notch, man. Sounds
Yeah.
so good. It's ready for, yeah, you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys are doing tours and stuff, but I hope you guys end up getting hooked up with a big one soon because you guys sound really ready for it. Yeah, those production like notes of like the little the MIDI lines that they were doing with like whatever sounds in the background, that was very cool. In the intro and the outro, definitely there's just pop candy all over the song,
Yeah.
everywhere from beginning to end. I mean, that's one of the cool things about the current culture of music, with Spotify being like the prime platform and singles being the aim, because you can kind of put all your eggs in one basket for a bit, you know, and you can really kill it on one tune. That's the whole point.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's
So-
like, why not, like, because nobody's really doing like full-length records. You know, we've talked about this at great length, you know, so it's like, why not take the one song that you're currently working on and throw everything at it and see what sticks?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? You know, it's like, try everything that you can, because you never know. Like, oh, I would have never thought about that part, but that part is so cool. You know, it's like,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I like this song. I think I'm gonna have to hear more from these guys, because
Oh
I
yeah.
really dig it.
Well, congrats,
For
dudes.
sure.
Thanks so much for thank you so much to you guys for reaching out to us. We're sorry that we couldn't play that show, but maybe, who knows, you know, it'll happen again when you guys swing back through town. If we are available that night, we'll drop in and check you guys out. The Launchpad is our old stomping ground. We've played so many shows there, pop punk and otherwise. So make sure to check out their tour dates for show information. Follow these guys on Instagram and elsewhere. And yeah, congrats, dudes. Sounds great. And last but certainly not least, we have a new tune from our friends in the band Only Fables. These guys are just freaking amazing. I cannot get enough of them. I would actually say that these guys are definitely my favorite, at least on recording. I have yet to see them live, but that's going to change very soon. On recording, these guys are absolutely my favorite local band from the New Mexico area. I think that they're just fucking that good. They're amazing.
I love that first EP, man. That EP they put out freaking rocks. It is so good.
It just, like, Josh's voice just gets me, man. Like, and then his subject matter, like, I can resonate a lot with it. You know, we're old friends from way back, and we might get into that a little bit as we're talking about this tune. But we're talking about the band Only Fables, and they started during quarantine. I'm reading a little bit from their Spotify bio. It says that Brett Bonner and Josh T. Romero worked at a distance to create the hardcore punk that you hear today. Only Fables is named from a line in the Hermetica. What is that? Dex, do you know what that is? Sounds like an old Greek thing, but brings together elements of hardcore punk, black metal, crust, and doom. Though their shit is crushing, that's what it says in quotes. Only Fables stands for self-direction and personal liberty with compassion. That's pretty rad. And so yeah, their shit is crushing, and you're about to get a taste of that. This is their new song, just came out last Friday. Actually, when you're hearing this, it'll probably be about 2 weeks ago, but this is the tune Panic from Only Fables. Let's get into it.
You got me looking like your favorite nightmare, all dressed in disease. I'll be floating through your holy vision, tearing apart the scene. I've been surrounded by your holy red wave. You can't crucify me. We're standing by for you to
Dude, his scream is so good. Like,
yeah, it reminds me of Every Time I Die. Like,
mhm.
definitely, like the riffing is more straightforward driving punk, and Every Time I Die is more kind of like rockish bass. But the scream is like perfect for it, man. It just fits so freaking well and is heavy as fuck, dude.
Yes,
It's
yes.
great.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah.
those little bends and weird shit that they're doing on the guitar and to do it well, you have to be able to play.
Yeah.
Like you don't just get lucky like to do that consistently that well, because it sounds so gritty, and those little bends and stuff, the little like dissonant chords and shit that they're doing is so good. Like, and the production, I think that they do the production themselves, which fuck, dude, shout out to you guys. Like, you guys are killing it on that. Because like when the bass hit at the beginning on the punches, it sounds so good. It sounds full. It's not like overwhelming anything. Nothing is like nothing's clipping and sounding weird like it can in punk and hardcore and stuff. It sounds clear. It's so solid. There's some really cool drum work and stuff too. This song's short. Let's just bring it back. Let's just listen to that again.
Sick.
I think the last time we did one of their tunes, we did two of their tunes because they're kind of short.
Right. Yeah.
You got me looking like your favorite nightmare. I'm dressed in disease. I'll be floating through your holy vision, tearing apart the scene.
Do those, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, you're crucify me. They're standing by for you to say the word, so they can sink their fangs into me. Give us your heart. Give us your soul. Give us your mind. Give us what should be ours to hold. You think you're doing me some kind of favor? Make me a body of
So good.
shame. I'm tired of this manipulated bladder. Will open my eyes to see. You really wanna have to see my
Dude,
face. For the love of God, just let
double bass in on that. Sick.
you put your tongue on me for the rest. My agenda is free to be seen.
It's like I almost like threw over my computer. That's so badass, man. Like, I'm old. If I mosh, I'm gonna hurt myself, but it makes me want to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was great. Like we're getting to a dramatic change in the song that's coming in just a second, but like I mean, we could talk a lot about like how there's so much nuance in how they're delivering a lot of it. Like, there's so much dynamics happening, even though I think a lot of people, when you play metal, I mean, we're not even full on metal, but we know what it's like to play metal and hard rock and punk and all that stuff. It doesn't really get the respect that it deserves, so like, it's not really even acknowledged that like you can play a song like this with like, with
Cool shit going on.
with a lot of cool shit going on, but like you can play a song like this and also bring a lot of dynamics to like what's happening, even when it's just like it's in your face. But like there's, he started out like kind of doing this like slight grit to his vocal, and then he goes up to the like real high like screaming part, and like the drums, are like building and doing different shit and doing like little soft rolls in the changes, and then he like does the double bassing thing. Like there's so much that's
And then
happening.
you mentioned like the bass punches and everything, which just
Mhm.
made everything sound that much more heavy and chaotic when you've got like like those massive like distorted guitars that are like so in your face and everything. Yeah, you're right. It's very easy to get lost in the mix and lose all those dynamics, and these guys are just killing it. Like it just sounds like
Mhm.
you can definitely tell like when those punches come in, and like that extra like 3 dB or whatever of like heaviness come and hits your ears, and it's beautiful in a way.
It's sick. Yeah. Yeah, I told Josh when I was texting him the other day after this song came out, I was like, you know how to bring some like legit intensity to the music.
Yeah.
And like that is such a gift. Like because like we're all sitting here and we're like almost laughing because of like just how freaking intense it sounds, you know, like it's just it's like it sounds great, man. It's a wonderful form of aggression that really like gets the point across.
My agenda is free to be seen.
There is no salvation in hell. There's no savior in
That's sick.
hell. There's no Bible in hell. There's no blood in hell. Whatever goes to hell stays in hell. Hell is a place, therefore, that awaits you. There's just one thing
That feedback
to keep you out
was
of hell,
perfect.
and it's the
Yeah.
name of Jesus.
Panic, panic, we're coming after everything you hold dear. Panic, panic, we're coming after your soul. Panic, panic, we're coming after everything you hold dear. Panic, panic, we want your soul.
My fucking goodness.
That was
So
great.
good. Yeah, so like
this is-
I told Josh that like that part in the middle, like with that preacher and stuff, was really triggering for me when I heard it. I mean, because him and I both have a similar past, you know, like we got kind of frustrated with parts of different religious systems, you know, that we had really committed to and gone deep in and stuff. And like I used to be a pastor, and like that kind of stuff, you know, like that fear piece. You know, I think that I personally feel like I've kind of gone through a lot of that stuff and kind of come out of my anger phase a little bit, you know, and I can see like how for some people their religion like makes them really beautiful people. Like it really does great things for them and it makes them loving people. But this piece in particular, you know, like this like fear mongering and stuff, it's so abusive. And like when I heard that part of the song, like it fits perfect. Like it is perfect, you know, but like it was very triggering for me at first. I was like, oh my God, I felt like the anxiety and stuff. And like, just like, I felt like a lot of anger rising and stuff. But, you know, and he was like, oh no, that's not a good thing. And I'm like, well, actually kind of is. I mean, because I think that we need to be kind of shaken awake sometimes to see what's wrong with certain things, you know, and like, and how it can be damaging. But yeah, his point is coming across, man. And it's coming across hard. And it's exciting to hear this band coming out.
I want
of
to see him
New Mexico.
live too, man. Like that's I need to make it a point. I mean,
So your chance is coming.
Yeah,
Your chance is coming. So the Monday after we release this show, like, so if you're watching this on Sunday, the 19th, the next day on the 20th, if you happen to want to come to Santa Fe at Tumbleroot Brewing, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm going to go check them out.
Sick.
And it's going to be bad.
We just need to play a show with them, and that's like what better way to see them is to share the stage, man. That would be killer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they play a lot. Like I see their name on it's Sister Bar and shit all the time. So you know, hook us up at Sister, man. Come on. Need help.
Yeah, dude, like Josh, one of the things that Josh does, I don't know if he heads up this organization. It kind of seems like he might, but they have this organization called Dark Room Horror, and they do like events like around different horror movies and different themes and stuff, which I know that it gets you excited, Dex, because you love horror movies.
Yeah.
I think that they're doing an event coming up soon with Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Sick.
I'm wearing a
Hell
Camp Crystal Lake shirt.
So yeah, I told him like, man, next time you do one of those dark room horror events at Sister, you know, have us come play and we'll try and be extra scary. But yeah, they're so good. Congrats, dudes. Like that is very, very good what you guys are doing. And I don't feel like you're getting all the attention that you're going to get just yet. I think that you guys have some really strong potential. And like I said, I think that it's my favorite stuff that's coming out of the local scene for sure.
Killer.
Yeah. So congrats, dudes. Can't wait to hear more. Let's play a show soon. And I'll see you guys on the 20th. Thanks so much for joining us for Alter Apex Radio, guys. Episode 27. Hope you dug the music that we turned you on to. And definitely click that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you can come back and hang out with us and check out future episodes. Check out our music on Spotify, Alter Apex, the band, kind of a throwback, hard rock, metal, grunge thing that we're doing. We have some new tunes that we're working on. We should have out real soon. Some exciting stuff in the works. So definitely come hang out with us. Peace. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are the band Alter Apex. In this episode,
Come on.
Man. Yeah.
in this episode, man.
In this episode, man, we know everything gonna be Irene. Come on, bruh.